Everyone, Scott Collier, West Ham Fan TV. Welcome to the Predicted 11 show, back for the season by Lad Brooks, the show where I try to predict the West Ham starting 11 for the upcoming fixture against Burnley. As I said before, tough game this one. David Moyes in his press conference today has confirmed Winston Reid and Sam Byram will miss the rest of the season. They join Andy Carroll, Obiang and Fernandes on the long-term absentee list. Ginger Collins, they're monitoring him. Fingers crossed he'll be fit for this one. Obonna's been training all week after recovering from illness, so I fully expect him to start. Masuaku serves his last match ban from his 6-game suspension that he picked up against Wigan. So he'll be back for the Southampton fixture. Said tough game this one. Burnley very well organised, on a high at the minute, sitting there in 7th, looking to push on. But for me, as I said in the preview, this is a must-win game. We need to turn up and we need to steamroll these and show some passion, show some desire, because we showed none of that, in my opinion, against Swansea. We need to put that right in this one. Before I go on to my predicted starting 11, we asked you guys in a poll whether you thought Adrian should be dropped and Joe Hart's coming in his place. So on Twitter, 56% said yes, 30% no, 14% not sure. Some of the comments on there, Gary Mills, don't think it makes much difference. Both are about the same standard for me and make mistakes and are inconsistent. Personally, I'll stick with Adrian. At least he actually plays for the club and cares. Condog says defensive overall, defence is awful. Josh Rolfe, 8 goals shipped, 2 games. If it was Hart in goal, we'd all be crucifying him. So, you know, I do make him right there. You know, Hart took a lot of stick leading up to where he was before he was dropped. Adrian come in, done a great job, but you know, 8 goals, 2 games, 11 goals in 4. A little bit worrying for me. I thought Adrian could have possibly done a bit better against Swansea, but you know, Scott Adams says player under 23 keeper. Matt says let's not forget Joe Hart is going to bugger off at the end of the season. Chris simply says no way. The poll that we put on Facebook, completely different. 36% say yes, 64% say no. Comment from there. Warren James Greenfield, my opinion, Adrian is to start. Hart will not be at the club next year. Adrian will be. We don't need another player and he's throwing his toys out the pram. Onto the YouTube. 51% said yes, very tight. 49% said no. Comments on there. Harry Walker, no, unless Adrian is injured. Guz Des, no, I'd rather play my 90-year-old nan in goal than Joe Hart. Always gets beat on his left side. He's finished, in my opinion. But if he does play, I hope I improve Rob Come on your irons. Another comment says yes, give him a chance. Other comments from YouTube. 32x Scotty, if we get a draw and your pie still warm at half time, then that will be enough. We can't expect anything special, but we need at least a point. I agree with what you're saying, but for me, 3 points is a must in this one. Revelation now, any win will do, 2-1 us, but we need a massive performance from everyone. Totally agree there. Nerd Benji, must win game. As a result for this, we'll work really hard and just scrape a 2-1 win. Maybe Lanzini or Chicharito to score and an Arnie to get the other one. Come on, you irons. Dan Perry, 1 win in 13. Don't score many goals, enter West Ham. Yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen. And the Master, at home, must win game. Have Antonio, Arnie, Chicharito, Mario and Lanzini as their attacking 5. You know, there's some good comments there. My starting 11, personally, I'd start Joe Hart. You know, we've done this last season. Adrian was poor. Randolph come in. Randolph got a bit inconsistent, started making mistakes. Adrian come back in and was superb. I do agree with the comment. If it was Joe Hart letting in the goals that Adrian had let in the past 2 games, we would be screaming for him to be dropped. I do agree also with the comments that Adrian will be in next season. But I just think play Hart in this one. Gives Adrian a kick up the arse that he knows that he's not guaranteed to start week in, week out. And gives Hart another chance to try and prove himself. You know, he wants to get into this England squad. He wants to be England's #1. So he needs to step his game up and prove to us that he's a good goalkeeper. And, you know, let alone trying to get there for England. So, you know, we've got to use that carrot of, you know, you're not guaranteed to be England's #1. Step in. Do a good job for us. Show why you are England's top goalkeeper, and you know, and help us out, because we are in a bit of dire straits at the moment and need a boost somewhere. So for me, I'd bring Joe Hart back in for this one. Obviously, say Adrian starts. I'm fully behind Adrian. Don't get me wrong, I love Adrian, but he is prone to his mistakes. But then so is Joe Hart. So it is a tough one, but I'll put Hart in. Defence wise, if Bonner and Collins are fit, I don't think Collins will be, to be honest. So I'm going for a back three of Creswell on the left, Declan Rice and Angelo Ogbonna. Left wing, bring in Antonio. 2 goals off the bench in the past 2 games. Patrice Evra for me against Swansea was poor. Antonio gives us more attacking threat down the left-hand side. We can't keep playing a 36, 37-year-old one side and a 32, 33-year-old the other, whatever age is out. It's not good enough. So I bring Antonio on the left, Zabaleta to continue on the right. As much as he hasn't, his legs do let him down sometimes, the guy gives 110%, and that's what we need in games like this, especially in the situation where we need Mark Noble to play the holding role. For me, I'd drop Cheku Kiarte, bringing back Mario, have Mario Lanzini as the attacking 2 of our midfield with Noble holding behind them, and a front 2 of Hernandez and Arnautovic. I think with Arnautovic, Hernandez, Antonio, Mario and Lanzini, that is enough attacking threat, enough movement on the ball for me to cause Burnley problems. Mario, he wants the ball. We've seen it. He's a good player, got good quick feet. He wants the ball, something our players didn't against Swansea. So we need to bring him back in because, as I said, Burnley are going to be very well organised, very compact. So we need that little bit of spark, a little bit of magic. So hopefully Mario can bring that. That's my start 11. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Sorry I whittled on a bit about the Joe Hart Adrian situation. Thank you very much for watching. Check out all our other videos. We will be outside, to the side of the stadium store, filming fan cams straight after the game. Come down, give us your opinion on everything West Ham related, the game, the performance, where we're going to be at the start of next season. All your West Ham related stuff. Come and tell us your views on everything. Post-match pint will be filmed straight after we finish the fan cams as well, so make sure you check that one out. One thing left to say, come on you Irons.